Hello, I'm Raúl Sánchez, and I welcome you to the 2020 virtual celebration of the Day of the Dead. Origins of the ritual. For the ancient Mexicas, death was not the end of the road, but a step forward into a different type of life. For them, death had its own gods. Therefore, it was celebrated and honored with the same respect and the same reverence as any other natural phenomenon. The gods of death were Mictlantecutli and his consort Mictecacihuatl, who reigned in the Mictlan, or the place of the dead. This place was found under the earth. Such place was the final destiny of all living beings at the end of their life in this world. In the Mexica calendar, there are 2 months dedicated to the remembrance of those who are no longer among us. During this time, it was customary to pray and remember the dead with great joy. Offerings such as these were placed in several places, such as private homes or public places. The community ceremonies are held in public places such as this one, where everyone can participate in the construction of the altar and the preparation of the meals and beverages for the offering. Upon the arrival of the Spanish to Mexico, the concept of death changed radically, but not the custom of remembering their loved ones. The Catholic religion also had a special day and a special ritual for this purpose named All Saints' Day, instituted in the year 998. And it was also celebrated on November the 2nd. In spite of certain modifications such as the introduction of the customs already observed, the local people would also use All Saints' Day as the continuation of their rituals. The traditional offering. The Day of the Dead is the only date of the year in which Mexican people feel truly close to their deceased ones. To this day, people continue the custom of going to the cemetery to visit the tomb of the loved ones and install a small altar. A white tablecloth is spread on the tomb along with the favorite food and beverages of the loved ones being remembered. Candles will be lit to burn all night along with copal incense. The relatives and close friends of the deceased would spend the entire night praying and singing their favorite songs. This custom is still practiced in several regions of the country, and it has become a tourist attraction in places such as Mixquic, Pátzcuaro Lake, and Huacachula in the state of Puebla. Year after year, the inhabitants of these places install spectacular offerings, and the fragrance of cempasúchil, or flower of the dead, and the burning copal permeate the atmosphere. It's just beautiful. The traditional offerings have a great variety of elements, which depend on the age of the person who is being remembered. Thus, November 1st is reserved for the children who pass before the age of 12. Their altar must contain regional sweets, bread, water, and toys, among other items. November 2nd is when the adults are remembered, and their offering consists of the favorite foods such as mole poblano with chicken or turkey, other meats, quesadillas, tacos, corn on the cob, rice, beans, tamales, seasonal fruits, pumpkin and amaranto seed candy, desserts, ponche, soda pop, and alcoholic beverages for the adults. Pan de muerto and hot chocolate are a staple of the offering, which are served in clay containers. People believe that the soul of the deceased to whom the homage is rendered eat the essence of the soul or the soul of the foodstuffs. It is also believed that the foodstuffs taste and smell different after the souls have partaken of the meals. Once the fieles difuntos, or the deceased, have been satisfied, then the living can also enjoy the foodstuffs to satisfy their hunger. On each corner of the table, there is a stick as a symbol of the 4 stages of life through which all of us pass: childhood, youth, adulthood, and old age. The sticks represent the 4 years that, according to the pre-Hispanic theology, a body would have to be buried prior to the soul's departure to the beyond. The arch on the front, top part of the altar, is the gate to the world of the dead. The lit candles illuminate the path for the deceased so they won't get lost upon returning to their previous homes. The 12 stars, or little suns located along the front arch, represent the months of the year that the deceased will have to wait to come back to visit with their friends and relatives. The incense serves as a purifier and also to sweeten the soul of the deceased upon their arrival and while they rest in their previous homes. Photographs of the difuntos, as you can see, my family is here, are placed on the altars of the loved ones to whom the altar is dedicated. Images of their favorite saint or saints are also displayed, along with candles or votives which must be lit the entire time. The altars are adorned with flowers or petals of cempasúchil and papel picado. Articles that belong to the deceased are also displayed, such as books, tools, and any other articles the person was attached to. In some homes, it is accustomed to set an altar for the lonely soul that doesn't have relatives nor friends that remember him or her. This offering is installed at the main entrance of the house because this unknown soul is not allowed to enter such house. The cempasúchil is used to guide the souls to the home and to the altar where the offering is installed. In Mexico, perhaps for the tourists, these rituals are just a spectacle worth admiring. But for the Mexicans, it is a way to connect with their loved ones who passed on, and also to demonstrate that we are still with them as we remember them, eat with them, share their memories, say their names out loud. According to the ancient Mexicas, there are 3 types of death. First, when the soul separates from the body. Second, when the body is buried or incinerated. Third, when no one remembers their names. And we are here to remember their names. Viva la vida, viva la muerte, Tlazocamati. Thank you very much.